Thanks for staying with us on the show this Thursday. Good to have you always. Let's quickly check out what the top stories are on some of Nigerian dailies. In case you're yet to see them, I have The Nation, The Punch, The Guardian, and The Vanguard newspaper. We'll start from The Nation. I understand we have to take a short commercial break right now, and we'll be back with details from these papers. Stick around, please. Don't go away.
Which person can you carry?
And we now for MTN
Cash Quest.
You see the look? Plenty people don't they win 10 million naira every week and 1 million naira every day. To win, just dial *170# for free and correct who go the with you. Whether that TV or generator or phone, you fit win all for free every day.
MTN, everywhere you go.
Thanks for staying the course on the show. I'm joined now by Barrister WALE OGUNADE. He's a human rights activist, a constitutional lawyer, and he's president Voters Awareness Initiative. Thank God I got it right today. Good morning and thank you for joining us.
And thank God the courts are open. I will have just sued you.
I see.
Anyway, good morning, my people out there.
It's all right. Let's start with the Nation newspaper, Barrister, and find out what the top stories are. The big one here, presidency waives security joker to push polls shift. Rather, writer here, service chiefs to brief Council of State today. And that seems to be one story you will find on almost every paper. I've not checked anyway, but it's one big story now. We did a little poll this morning, and I asked Nigerians to call in so we can find out what their pulse really is like as regards this alleged postponement. We had call from Niger, Kaduna, Mina, Abuja, Nasarawa, Osun, Maiduguri, and Anambra, except for Tochukwu, who was of the opinion that we should look at the larger picture. He eventually agreed that nothing should stop the elections from holding. But from your own professional point of view, from someone who has been in this business for a long time, are those reasons genuine enough? Because they are saying there's a possibility that millions of electorates are disenfranchised.
Unfortunately for my people, in Nigeria we like forgetting history. The right month for this election is the month of February. Any shift from February, the rains, nobody is talking about it, and I'm surprised. The rains will come anytime March, April, and we are all witnesses. 2011, the rain almost marred the elections. People didn't come out because it was raining almost on each election day. And I'm sure somebody will call to confirm this. So, that is one. Two, insecurity. There are other countries in the world that had elections and that are still having elections despite their state of insecurity, even seriously, in serious dimension than that of Nigeria. I'll leave that one. Then another one, collection of PVCs. It's not all those who who are voters that go to vote to the election to vote on election day. So that's not an issue. That's not an issue. But even at that, Nigeria, I want to remind Nigerians again that about some years ago, I can't remember the year, when we wanted to hold the youth championship in Nigeria. Some few months, maybe 3 months or so to the election, to that competition, one man called Jakwana, I guess he was the vice president of FIFA, came inspecting and said, "No, you people are not ready. We can't hold it. We'll look for another country to give." The Nigerian officer said, "Don't worry, Oga. Just give us 2 more weeks. You come 2 more weeks, or in 2 weeks' time, or 2 weeks before the competition, and you'll see." And if those who are listening or hearing me or watching me will remember, the man came, he was baffled. He said, "Wow, this is the 7th wonder of the world." And of course, Nigerians, no doubt, that's our major hallmark. We know how to do fire brigade, we know how to do giri-giri, and we know how to do pacham-pacham. And to talk about pacham-pacham and fire brigade, from INEC saying that the collection of PVCs will end January 31st, they shifted it to last week, and again they've shifted it to next Sunday. Apart from that, they said, yes, you go to the local government headquarters. We say it's not possible then. thank God, common sense have prevailed. As of yesterday evening, my people told me that indeed they are now said that they are going to be distributing it in the various ward centers. That's registration centers. So it will encourage more people to go and collect it. Another one is that the state government, I heard Imo has given the public holiday, and I'm sure some states will follow suit. So when people have the opportunity, and of course I can assure you that we, groups like us, are going to be involved to ensure that people collect their PVCs. All my people have been mobilized, my members of my group have been mobilized all over Nigeria to help INEC out of this, to ensure that all those collecting centers, the rowdiness in those places are reduced to the minimum. All we need is to correct to cooperate with INEC. If they say they have brought all the cards, yes, it's about they are under pressure. Like some few hours ago before I came on here, I was being told from some of my people that they see addresses of cards of people in what was it now, in Fakojaye, those who live in Lekki. So of course, in the process of sorting it out, there was a mistake in taking somewhere. So all these things are things. If you are in the queue and you see it's an easy world now, you just tweet or you do it on the internet or your Facebook or something that or Instagram that look, oh, if you people here or come here or whatever, or even call the attention of the INEC people. But you can be sure that those are things that people like my group will do, and that's what we want Nigerians to do. And of course, you see, when all the politicians were busy character assassinating each other, we told them that that's not what elections are all about. Elections are about issue. Look at the tension they have thrown into the system now. They to their beneficiaries. That is one. Another one is that, is it only in Nigeria that we have elections? Election is something that you go to express yourself, but here now, election, people are preparing for war. People are leaving their communities, their places of work, and where they are living to moving to their in quote safe abode. What gives you the idea that where you are moving to is safe?
INEC already extended it to February 8th. I'm talking about the collection of PVC. Do you foresee another extension afterwards?
I've said it that even till the election day itself, they've said that it's possible you come to, if you know you are registered, you go to where you are registered on election day, because by then the tension will have cooled down. Then of course, even let's assume that cards for Lekki are taken to, where did I say now, somewhere in Ifakojaye or Yalimosho, they'll bring it back. If cards have been taken, because obviously it will be within states. That is definite. So those things can be corrected. You see, why people like us are clamoring that there should be no shift is because, one.
Just a minute. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, man.
Welcome to Call Digest. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Femi. I'm calling from Jos.
Femi from Jos. Please go ahead with your contribution.
I just want to contribute briefly because the man before you there really takes it, really talks to and I appreciate their efforts so far.
Okay.
My contribution is also sensitize Nigerians. Like I was coming from Sokoto yesterday, and a couple of people are, you see the kind of campaigning in the north is different from other parts of the country. People campaigning with machetes, with all these bows and arrows for them. I think political leaders are missing a lot of things here. They're supposed to advise and even talk to their voice, people that, follow them up and down, correct them, and, put them right. Because this country belongs to everybody. We see all the political rallies, they are doing what we call intimidation, which is wrong. And please, I want an advice to all Nigerians. Take cognizance of that and do things right.
It's all right. Thank you very much, Jos, for Femi, for your contribution from Jos. We're going to get to, you were talking about reasons why elections should not be postponed, but we're going to get there. Let's just quickly find out what other stories are on the front page of The Nation this morning. Nigeria set to lose $466 million in arms deal. Not again, but you find story that story on the front page. It continues on page 4 of The Nation. Buhari rejects postponement. We are not for interim government post shift, says PDP. And to other stories on Nigeria, decides earthquake to hit PDP as 5 governors are set for APC. Obasanjo to Nigerians, vote right on February 14. Oba of Benin to Jonathan, God's choice is our own. And thugs shoot at Ahmed Saraki's campaign envoy. You get convoy rather. Details of those stories on pages 2, 7, 12, and 58. Another thing that baffles me is where exactly is the call, the alleged call for postponement is coming from. APC is saying we don't want it. PDP is saying we don't want it. INEC says we are good to go. So what's the fear all about?
Yeah, but the people, and maybe they've not invited you to any press conference. It's all over. They are not ghosts. They are Nigerians that you see. Unfortunately, sometimes most of them are people you don't know. People who are just who are new on the block. But again, they are Nigerians, and they've been coming on air. They've been sending tweets, and they've been talking.
But
that
does
they
it not
want
baffle you that about 16 political parties are saying that if the elections are not postponed, they will boycott the election?
Unfortunately, these 16 political parties who are talking, again, that baffles me, because for the past 6 months, no one has had them working, really on ground. So, let me tell you one thing. When I was in school, I'm one of those that indeed, when the exams are coming, you say you don't want exams. It's a natural thing, because students, why would why there be student unrest, as back Izuo said the other day? There's no way a student wants an examination. And to the politician too, if he does not prepare very well, he will never want an election. The election is an examination to a politician. So if a politician says he does not want an election, then definitely there's something to it.
It's all right.
The INEC did not just come out yesterday or 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago to say election is February 14th. We were all there when they announced, I guess sometime around March last year, they rolled out their timetable. And people like us, we are busy shouting, INEC, put your house in order. INEC, put your house in order. You political parties, you are so lazy. You have not been doing voter education. You have not been doing political awareness. People, if they call in program, so let them call and say, yes, for the past 1 year, this is what they've been hearing. It is about 6 months ago or so that the town started, all the campaign and so on. And only town then, where are the other political parties? Let's call a spade a spade. What they are doing is akin to what the woman did in the Bible, in Exodus, when she slept on her daughter or on her son. And he said, okay, sorry, it says Exodus in Samuel, that Solomon, look, make you divide the thing into 2 jari. So we carry half dead. You to carry half dead. That's what they are doing.
It's all right. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Welcome to Call Digest. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Nassamo calling from Ilorin.
Nasamo, how is in the lorry this morning?
Ilorin is cool and calm.
Please go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, listen, I just want to contribute in the issue of this postponement of the election.
All right, go ahead.
When people talk about the postponement, the date for this election has been fixed at least a year ago. So what are people waiting for? Do we wait till the 11th hour before talking about shooting up? When in a football competition, when teams are going to this competition, the fact that maybe Man U or Chelsea has an injury, it is not the concern of the competition. The only thing is, everybody are ready to go. And when the PDP, or I don't answer it, but PDP sympathize and say they want the election to be shifted, are they aware that the majority of Nigerians want this election? And the will of the people will always prevail, no matter whatever somebody think. God bless me.
Thank you very much, Nassam, for your contribution. Let's take another commercial break, and we'll be back with more if you stay with us.
The gubernatorial election is here again. The Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, Lagos State Chapter presents Lagos Decides 2015. This is a platform designed to give equal opportunity to all the candidates vying for the post of governor in Lagos State. All candidates are hereby invited to present their respective manifestos to a select audience comprising of PR practitioners, media, and other prominent professionals. Lagos Decides 2015 comes up on Wednesday, 11th February 2015. Time, 11 a.m. Venue, LCCI Event Center, CBD, Alausa Ikeja. Admission is strictly by invitation. For sponsorship details and advert placement, call Joe on 0802 3924 913 or Jola on 0802 366 3429. Proudly supported by MITV, Star FM 101.5, Galaxy Television, Core TV, Cool TV, Wazobia TV, Nigeria Info, and Frontiers Consulting. The debate will be broadcast and streamed live. NIPR, deepening democratic values.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's quickly check what the Punch has to offer this morning. The front page picture here shows Chadian soldiers at the Nigeria border town of Gamburu in Borno State. That was on Wednesday. And the story here, Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon launch joint operation against Boko Haram. You get details of that on page 18 of the Punch. INEC ballot papers ready. 48 million PVCs distributed. The riders' voter card collection deadline may be extended again. Polls, Council of State set for stormy meeting today. Now this is what they call the break or make meeting that will decide whether elections will be postponed or not. Pastors taking bribes from politicians risk God's anger, says Pa Adeboye. You get details of that on page 19. Niger Republic's dam threatens Kanji Jeba power plant. That's on page 30. EFCC declares Nyako's son wanted for fraud. Now let's look at the statistics, Barrister. INEC says ballot papers are ready. 48 million PVC distributed. As of January 31st, it was 42. At this morning now, I believe that this is the latest from yesterday. So we've had about 6 million increase within 5 days or 6 days thereabout. But let us look at this. 48 out of 68 million registered voters. Would you say that if this is all we have, is it good enough to decide? Bearing in mind, just before you answer this, bear in mind that in 2011, we had about 70 million registered voters. But the total vote was a bit over 30 million. Considering the fact that many out of these 48 will not even eventually come out to vote.
That's where I'm going. Right. It's not about the total number of those who registered to vote. Because some people may decide to register for one reason or the other. Generally, maybe because of sanction that may befall them. But generally, some people will register because they want to be part of it. And maybe one thing or the other may not make them available to vote on election day. Maybe ill health, maybe logistics and so on. But that's even aside. The issue is that as of today, they have distributed 48 million, or people have picked 48 million. And we still have time. The deadline is officially still on the 8th of
February.
That is 3 days away. So let's work within those 3 days and see what will happen. You see, my problem in Nigeria is that we always want things to be done somehow. And somehow we just want to cause confusion. We just want to cause trouble. It's too late in the day. When there was time for us to make all the necessary arrangements, work out all the various logistics, call on INEC and government itself to do the needful, everybody was busy doing something else. Now the die has cast. The chicken has come home to roast. And we are now looking at alternatives. And I can assure you that I'm talking as a lawyer. I know that there will be wahala in terms of the legal. I'm not talking of violence. Maybe we'll go there if time permits us. But the legal implications are so right.
Of extended, of postponing.
Of postponing. Apart from the fact that the Electoral Act has a window of 180 days for litigation. That's not captured into it in this. So INEC, to me, has done their homework. Unfortunately, they did not do a thorough job of the homework. But again, be that as it may, it is better we continue with what we have than to now say we want to postpone so that will now cause crisis which is unimaginable. That is, to me, what we should do.
It's all right. Look at this one. Aregbesola Omishore Tribunal gives verdict tomorrow. That's on page 13 of the Punch. So all hands are crossed now to see how it all goes in Osun. Very interesting tribunal there. Quite strong. You almost cannot tell what the verdict will be. So, but I don't want to preempt the court. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's move away quickly from there to the Guardian newspaper. Anxiety as Council of State discuss INEC's readiness, calls for post shift. There are a lot of riders here. APC asks body to reject postponement. Military denies alleged plan for interim president. Condemns campaign mocking defense chief. Warns against dragging institution into politics. And British envoy seeks credible violence-free pause. Let's check this call out. Hello, good morning. Turn down the volume of your TV set. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
All right, go ahead with your contribution. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Good morning.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Samuel, calling from Calabar.
Samuel from Calabar. It's been a while we had someone from Calabar. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Okay.
Samuel, have you gotten your PVC?
Yeah, I did that long ago.
Oh, congratulations. Go ahead with your contribution, Samuel.
Yeah, please, I just want to raise one thing that you observe about the politicians.
Okay.
They're trying to create fear in the country, the way they go about their campaign. They're using words that are not good, encouraging the youth to go for war. That's what I'm trying to see. So I just want you to read that matter and try to advise them that when they go out for their campaign, they should mind the words to be used. Because in some other parts of the country, so many things are going on. So many things, and that is putting fear on the lives of the Nigerians.
That's all right. Thank you very much for your contribution, Samuel. Good to hear from you. Regards to Calabarians, I think that's what they call them, right? Anxiety as Council of State discusses INEC's readiness. Indications have emerged that today's meeting of the National Council of State is viewed to be tough as the nation's highest advisory body deals with allegations that INEC is not ready for the conduct of the February 14 election. How do you think this will end? Can you preempt
They are going to create
the
history.
discussion?
They are going to create history today. Just mark my word. They are going to create history today. So wait for the history to be created. They are going to create history. And how it goes, let's just wait. Because, you see, when you dabble into something that does not concern you, it's not the first time that we've had elections in this country. And there is a statutory body that is saddled with managing elections.
Okay.
And if that body says this is the time we are fixed and we are ready to and good to go, and some people are now dragging some people into it, you're looking for wahala. And I like Fela's song here, when trouble sleep, younger go weaker. Let's do things the right way. I imagine now you coming to my house and trying to dictate to me how I'm going to rule my house and run my house. My own nuclear family, not extended family now. The constitution is clear. You see, we run a constitutional government, and that's my problem. There is a constitution, and there are provisions that spell out the duties of who and how. And in the constitution, the role of INEC is there. Section 153. And in the second schedule, in the third schedule, paragraph F, item 15, it states the functions of INEC.
Okay.
And if some people now want to usurp that power, you think some people will watch? You keep quiet? Don't let us create confusion in this country.
It's all right.
It's all right, oh.
Well, but let us also consider this, because there are also people saying that at this very crucial time where debates are on whether to postpone or not. I was with the SA to Mr. President yesterday on public relations, who was on the show, and I also asked him that why isn't this important when we had the Osho and Ekiti elections, and he said no, we have to start looking forward. That this time around it's a federal
No,
issue.
be so.
But let me see if you have a different opinion.
No, let us look forward. It's forward.
Okay.
You see now, the problem is in this country, politics. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Thank God you raised it up with him. I know that not all those who have registered got their PVCs in Ekiti State. The elections went on. In fact, nobody shouted because the issue is that if you have your PVC, and of course there were a whole lot of stress on it, and everybody said, no, let the election go. Nobody, we don't want to disturb the system. Ekiti too, in fact, I know some prominent Ekiti people who did not get their PVCs. And they did not, because of that, say, no, we must postpone the election in Ekiti.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, please turn down the volume of your TV set.
Yeah, I've done that.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from where? I'm calling from Owerri.
From Owerri. I was Owerri this morning.
Owerri is fine, madam.
Please go ahead with your contribution, Prince.
Oh, okay. Listen, all I want to say in the shaping of the poll is that there are people who will normally say that somebody who went into the bush and struck something, and you will come more on the road and be shouting, saying, who is doing that, who is doing that? I think that the BBC are the one pushing for this postponement. They went into the bush and they will struck something, and when they did it, they will come on the road and be shouting, say, who is it? They are coming to say that the post will not be shipped. But when you start, they will say, what is the name of this thing? But it should be shipped. Are you listening to me?
It's
So
all right.
we are the people of Imo State. We are standing on the ground that the election should be held on 14 and 28th of February. If you remember, initially behind the umpire room has the to fix this. It is that we are crying, why did they fix and present election in the first place instead of the governor before the president? But I forget about that. Now it has reached to the point of two. It is the point that people should not go and vote. And some people are saying that the election should be safe. Please, we reject that. We say no to that. But we are one of the people who are scratching in the bush and they are coming on the road to shout, who is doing that, who is doing that, to be careful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prince, for your call all the way from Owerri.
Sorry, so that maybe I don't forget. And I guess it's very, very instructive. I really appreciate the last caller. You see, I'm sure there is life after February 14 and 28. It's not just a do and die thing. And I want to use this opportunity to please beg all of us Nigerians that we should take it easy. The politicians, this is their game. You'll be surprised now that they will see themselves, meet themselves in a corner, and they will embrace themselves. In fact, for you to know, and those of you who are listening, watching me, PDP, most of those in PDP, they have left PDP and joined APC. Most of them in APC, they have joined overnight and joined PDP. They are all together. Immediately they join each other, they are the same. They are working the same together. And you out there, you are fighting. No, it's PDP. No, it's APC. You are killing yourself for them. That is one. Two, their children, their family members are not involved in this. It's just you, the ordinary people that have nothing to gain from it, rather than their mismanagement and misgovernment. So why do you want to kill yourself? The only thing I will advise you, on election day, go and vote. If you have not gotten your PVC, struggle and get it. Talk with your vote. Fight with your vote. Shout with your vote. This is what you can do all these things with. Not fighting, not cutting, using guns and all. It won't take us anywhere. I beg of you, please, Nigerians, don't let us fight. When this war starts, if all those who are shouting and drumming the drums of war, beating the drums of war, if the war starts, nobody will know the end, though. I beg of you now. Beg of you now.
Let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Welcome to Call Digest.
Morning, how are you?
I am terrific. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, thank you for being back.
Oh, you're back, Alaji. Go ahead with your contribution.
Exactly. I want to ask the gentleman who's still down there.
Okay.
Is he in support of the postponement of election only?
I've told you I'm not in support of a postponement.
He said he's not in support of Alaji.
Okay, he's not in support of postponement.
Yes.
That's very good. We are not fighting PDP or APC. We are just trying to see what can be better for this country. If Arnold cannot get ready in 4 years, I don't think Arnold can get ready in 3 months, because the constitutionally the mandate and the life of the administration is coming to an end at the end of May 29. And we don't have provision for interest government in Nigeria. And what we are trying to do is to avoid any crisis or choice Babangida. We know how the exodus of people from the north, from the south, and even now the whole election, people are moving from the one part of the country to the one part of the country, and there's tension everywhere, there's soldiers everywhere here in Kaduna, in Abuja, and everywhere. So what we are trying to tell people is that this country is better than an individual.
It's all right.
Election is better than to postpone it, because when you postpone the election, you don't know the outcome of it. Since INEC says they are ready, so, and the INEC has the constitutional power to do it. The person of state, they are only advisory body. They don't have any constitutional powers. And the National Assembly are there. Therefore, we are advising the president not to listen to any other thing. This is in a critical moment, and whatever you do today, history will judge you. And the international community are watching us. Therefore, we are praying for the best of this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alaji, for your contribution. Let's check out the top stories on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. I believe it's our final point of view. I think that's what they call it. Buhari APC governors to oppose post shift. The writers here, Buhari Obasanjo expected to attend after long absence. Oh, I see. And INEC clerk orders speak as protesters storm INEC office. Over 30 trillion naira stolen from Federation accounts. Soludo insists. That's on page 9 as National Council of State meets today. The Vanguard Personality of the Year 2014. You can see it on your screen. It says Pabio, Uncommon Legacy. You find details of that on page 35. Oil. Federal government slashes 2015 budget. Chadian troops kill 200 Boko Haram terrorists. That's on page 80 of the Vanguard. All right, let's quickly turn our attention to security at this time, because yesterday we got a report. I believe it was on Tuesday, the U.S. saying to its citizens not to visit certain states in Nigeria. There are about 16 of them. And you know what I did? I opened the phone lines to have the view of Nigerians in this area. Most of them say, there's nothing wrong in our place, so we're doing fine. U.S. have to cross-check their intel again. But you know, a particular guy called from Warri and said, there is nothing wrong in what we are doing. And I now said, okay, what about armed robbery and kidnapping that they also mentioned? He said, no, that one is a normal thing. Although without another caller, you know, that caller said, no, that's not the real situation. But how do we ensure at this time? You also heard what Femi said when he called it from Jos. Yes. That the way electioneering is going in some parts. What can be done? What should be the role of political parties at this crucial time?
Yeah, before I talk about the roles of political parties, something normally amuses me whenever the news breaks about the casualty figures in Boko Haram attack. You see 200 killed, 500 killed, 1,000, 5,000 or 20 people. Who is the population commission man? Who is the person who goes there? So after they have killed, after Boko Haram have carried out its wahala, then they will they will be count. Are they counting? Is that? But whichever way, that's just on a hilarious note. I guess just as I did some few minutes ago, this is the time for all of us, no matter who, in our street corner, all of us are opinion leaders here. All of us are leaders of thought here. All of us are important personalities here. All of us, you watching me, you are important. You have a role to play for a secured Nigeria. Not only the soldiers, not only the police. People are doing wrong in a place. No, this is not part of it. Politics has no business with thuggery, with violence. Are we not playing politics? It's not election. So what is the essence? Just go vote and go. They will count the vote. This person won. This person lost. Chicken and everybody goes his own way. The accepted norm is that there will be a contest. And in a contest, there will be a winner and there will be a loser. And the winner will take and the loser will go home. It's just like into any competition, football, cricket, boxing, and so on. So why is it now different in Nigeria? And I keep on saying it is not only in Nigeria that we have elections. But why is it that it's only in Nigeria that this thing is so rife? They won't prepare. Last minute, they will now be behaving like a killjoy. We should stop all these things. But the fundamental thing is that all of us should put our hands on deck. Talk to ourselves, talk to our youths, talk to our politicians. And of course, the politicians should train and talk to their followers. I appreciate what the last caller, I want to believe, said. The guy who called from Calabar, that was saying the statements and thoughts and the way the politicians talk really instigates. And they are hate speeches. And they are all against the spirit and tenets, not only of the Electoral Act, but the agreement they had with INEC itself. The political parties have indeed said they are not going to indulge themselves in such conduct. It's there in paragraph 3, item 7 of the agreement they signed. And of course, in the Electoral Act, section 95(2) of the Electoral Act, they are supposed to behave themselves. But rather, what do we see? Character assassination. And of course, it brings, you support somebody, I support somebody. And it's a natural thing that when I hear you attack the person I support, it will bring in blood. And that will generate tension and, of course, acts of violence. Many a times I would deliberately pass by or drive past a newspaper stand. And I would just park by and I will hear young men, 2, 3, 4 would be arguing, hot exchange of words, sometimes to the point of exchanging fisticuffs. Say, which one are they? Is it on this issue? The people you are shouting about and you want to kill yourself about, if care is not taken tomorrow, you hear that they are working together. Who will ever say that, what's his name, Amechi will ever be APC? Who will ever say that Kwankwaso will ever be in APC?
Oyinlola in APC.
Or Oyinlola in APC. So you are saying if people have killed themselves when Oyinlola was governor of Osho PDP and they were fighting APC then, or what is that party then? Look at what has happened now. Why do they want to kill themselves? For these politicians? Chameleonic? They are so chameleonic to the extent that in fact you see them now, in fact some of them, I'm looking at another political party with them. Look at it. Can someone ever tell you that Marco will leave PDP and join another party with ease? It's just like our vehicle, automatic, no stress, no wahala. Haba, please, I beg you now, leave all these politicians alone. Let them fight themselves. In fact, your mantra will be that you want us to fight, or you are way on our children, way on our cousins, bring them, make them go fight for now. That's the answer.
We just got this official tweet from the official handle of Governor Rabi Musa Kwankwaso. Governor just arrived FCT this morning to attend the crucial Council of State meeting against election postponement. Of course, the Vanguard also reports that Buhari and Obasanjo
I told you it's going to be stormy.
will be attending after
it's going
a long
to be stormy. History.
time.
There will be history today. You just watch and see. Mark my word.
It's all right. Be sure that we'll be there to break the news. Of course, we are hopeful that the elections are holding on February 14. But it looks as if what this meeting has to say would also matter. We'll just take one more call as we round up the show this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Call Digest. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. My name is Mike. I'm calling from Delta.
Mike from Delta. Can you turn down the volume of your TV? What part of Delta are you calling from? What part of Delta are you calling from?
Warri.
Warri, all right. Go ahead with the contribution.
About the system of the election.
Okay.
Not yet. They shouldn't even try that, please.
It's all right.
And about the security issue you just mentioned last. In fact, enough is enough. By the special grace of God. I think this thing should be end in this country. And just for security reasons, I will not measure the number of soldiers that we lost of recent. Just of last week, I will not measure the number. When the Chadian said they killed 200, they are correct. And even then, we, the one who lost, I'm telling you, Jonathan is a weakly. Sorry to say that loud.
No.
Jonathan cannot give a direct from.
I'm afraid that I'm going to have to cut the foot on you because I won't allow you to abuse my own president. See, I think we quickly lose sight of the fact that President Goodluck Jonathan is still the #1 citizen in Nigeria. The fact that he's participating in an election and the fact that you have an alternative side doesn't change that fact.
Apart from
that
the fact
we must
that
accord him that
respect, he is our president, and we must respect that office. If you have anything with Jonathan, you can say, yes, I don't like Jonathan the way he behaves, but not to call him and say he's a weakling. No, that's not acceptable. You see, we should respect ourselves. to that extent, really, I will not. I have never abused Jonathan. I do have issues with him, fairness, because of the work I do. But that does not mean you now descend so low
to
as
abuse
to
him.
Abuse him, abuse any governor, or any other person who holds public office.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to Call Digest.
Thank you. It's Prophetess Samuel from Casina.
Prophetess Samuel from Casina. Welcome, Prophetess. Are you there?
Service is gone.
Hello, are you there?
From Casina.
All right, go ahead with your contribution, Prophetess.
This is my contribution concerning the election.
Okay.
The election was the hold. Whether people have their PDP, so far it's INEC, gave us the TVC. We can still use it.
It's all right.
It's usable.
Okay.
Because we don't want any wahala. Like, enough is enough. It's hard enough.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution, Prophetess, all the way from Casina. Let me just have your final take on all of these issues as we wrap up the
If
show.
a prophetess has spoken, who am I? Who am I to speak after a prophetess?
Oh my.
I'll just rest it the way prophetess have said. We don't want trouble in Nigeria. Shikinan, what else do you want me to say now?
I'll be told to take one more call on the show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Nifemi. My name is Israel, calling from Lekki.
All right, how is Lekki this morning?
Lekki is okay, my brother.
Is it Lekki or Lekki?
Lekki, sorry, my brother, Lekki.
It's all right. Go ahead with your contribution, Israel.
You see, businesses have been held down. If you notice, businesses have been held down because of this election. And as I'm talking to you, I think we are ready to go on with this election. And like your dad said, history will be made in Nigeria today. And I was getting bothered if my president would be there. And I'm happy now that you said you got a tweet from Mr. Kwakwanso's Twitter handle that Buhari is already in Abuja. And of course, I know Baba himself will be there. Ambassador will be there as well.
No, the tweet doesn't say Buhari is in Abuja. It says that Kwankwaso is already in Abuja. I don't know about Buhari, whether he's there or not.
Yes.
Okay.
But the feeler is that he's going to be there today.
It's all right.
That is the feel we are getting.
Okay.
And I'm also getting the feel that Baba as well will be there.
Okay.
You see, history will be made today in Nigeria. Let's just watch and see what happens. But for all the aggregates, my position is that the election should go ahead.
It's all right.
Because the date has been fixed. In fact, it should be sacrosanct.
Have you gotten your
That's my
PVC?
position. You say what?
Have you gotten your PVC, Israel?
I will get it.
Okay.
I'm so definite I will get it.
Quite
The
optimistic.
extension has been made. I'm going for it and I will get it.
It's all right. Wish you all the best, Israel. Thank you very much for your contribution. A big thank you to all of our callers. Let me see if I can quickly run through their names. We had quite a number of callers on the show today. Salisu Corden from Niger, Alaji Danguliguli from Kaduna, Haruna from Mina, Sadiq from Abuja, Musa from Nasarawa, Deji from Oshun, Tochuku from Anambra, Samuel Corden from Maiduguri, Femi from Jos. We had Nasamu from Elori, Samuel from Calabar, Prophetess Samuel from Calabar, Prince from Owerri, and we also had Samuel from Casina, and our last call, I believe it was Israel who called in from Lagos. A big thank you to my guest in the studio. Barrister WALE OGUNADE is a human rights activist, a constitutional lawyer, and he's the president of the Voters Awareness Initiative.
To God be the glory. Thank you.
I have a perfect mind. It's all right. Thank you very much for joining us once again. That wraps it on the show today. We'll be back, God willing, tomorrow with another exciting edition. The PA2, Mr. President of Public Relations, that promised to also join us again tomorrow for in-depth review of this developing stories. I am Nifemi Ogunsoye. Do join us again.
You can now watch Core TV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to Core TV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. And Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click Core TV, leave a space, then News. Core TV News, a 24-hour news station.